My name is Anthony Wall. This is a video regarding elections frauds. For example, Wethersfield town offices are involved with officers that have been forging and switching names through administrations with people in the World Trade Center attack context and in the Ninth Circuit Court, which is a building right next to the World Trade Center towers where they used to be in Manhattan right before the attack. They're involved further with proven post-dated documents that have been presented to the Ninth Circuit Court, post-dated from inside the court to appear as if they were as if they were handed it late. People involved with the plaintiffs and the defendants in that case were also forced, tricked, hurt, persuaded, and just had their names attached to fake things, and the people next to them. This uses neighbors, even of the neighbors of the people associated with the courts, prosecutors and judges and their kids for further criminally involved with a principal sex offenders campus. Now these are mayors through time. These are higher level politicians, where there are also roles with the interbranch forging and switching names. So they don't just forge and switch names formally and prevent writing. Since I was a kid, I've been asking, and then since right before the World Trade Center attack and since, Connecticut interbranch family members were involved with locations and with their friends' instances and people tied to them. They create instances through a method that then they can't go back and be honest about, and they can't afford anybody else to be honest about. And it makes them make allegations against people. In other words, we've had even the kids of the interbranch kids. And we have doctors with them, their kids with this. So, forging names and switching names, and uses of the Wethersfield town offices, how they have Afghanistan families, uses of how they have people associated with Taekwondo places, like with a Daryl Chandler. I don't know Daryl Chandler. He tried to pretend other different times. Now these are people involved with predicate acts on and off campuses, forced to it by the people that, like a Dillon family, other people involved with child programs and the policing of the schools when they're growing up. These are people involved with a method that stacks predicate acts into databases that are fact-cheap in nature, syntax-oriented, and in collusion with the wire crimes and the mail crimes. They've been fabricating audio and video and mail, like they have a Leahy family, a medical family. They never had a conversation with me in my life. They pretended other with people that used to hang around with my neighbor in my grade, and one people in my house years ago, in my street area years ago, associated with all kinds of natures of federal crimes, as people all kinds of ways charged, pretending to be against that. Also pretending just they're legitimately with undercover people in the training of that. They have it associated with the actors and with the professors associated with acting. They have the FBI and the people associated with their behavioral units. Delusions wrought since founding. You think anyone spoke with integrity about behavior or about law or about science? They spoke with passions, emotions, true. They're dishonest and with delusions. So follow mandated law for Wethersfield Police, forging names, switching names. Then they use operating numbers. I'm supposed to remember someone's operating. Oh yeah, what was my operating number? Get them from the forging and switching names. They want me to write a letter about it. That's it. See, they already attached me to fake audio and video and fake writing letters. These have been doing this intercities through time. Then they have more people make confessions into it. So, in other words, intercities. And then they keep switching the subject. Oh, well, focus on it. Oh, we don't understand. Focus on the subject then. You guys brought this stuff up. That's how they do it too. So there are fire departments through time too involved with the uses of identity ground location, uses of timed instances, criminal uses of instances by a breaching method that makes and keeps are interbranching, capable of being and looking back on instances with honesty. So the news media also attached me and other people to fake words other than we pleaded in cases, because they overt criminal enterprises and private ones. And the news media too. I was just watching MSNBC. They were speaking about their sources. They make opinions. Oh, it's like a Don. So they're making opinions on legal cases where there are judges, prosecutors, like a De La Fera family. Per them, he's got judges in his family. I don't know them. They make confessions to pretend other. They have a whole bunch of people associated with other boyfriends that his girlfriend and their his brother's girlfriends and stuff like that had at the same time with them. Now they have them sleep into it. They have all the boys and girls relationships mess like this through time, and men and women, because these are people that are speaking things. If you don't counter them, then they come back with those sneaky things later, and they will say, "Oh, how come you didn't say anything?" If you try to say anything, they don't let you say anything. These are people that used Central Connecticut State University in New Britain, Connecticut, remotely, leading up to the World Trade Center and since right through administrations. Intercities, they're involved with various natures of predicate acts. That's their emotions. That's their motivations. They have officers forging and switching names, preventing writing, attaching me and others and little kids to fake locations. They have further roles with predicate acts with principal sex offender, male and female doctors that are involved with that. Also crimes with drugs and medicines with their patients and criminals before they got caught. The doctor's supposed pretending to be against that. So you need to get them on paper now. Let's get the Wethersfield police. They called me about a month and a half ago. So let's go. Get them to figure out which one is the new one forging and switching names with the guys with the McGee. And now they have Officer Sullivan's involved with this. Now these are also people on Park Street involved with it, and with professors with the Park Street locations, with the judges and prosecutors leading up to the World Trade Center attack that were involved with locations criminally. That's what's actually recorded. They were recorded influencing instances that simultaneously differentiate with other countries. Overt criminal enterprises, foreign and domestic military have to do the same thing. That's evidence. But to realize that you have to have people follow mandated law and pick one name and sequence and get onto paper. That's what they have not been doing, and the news has been attaching people to fake locations, fake words through administrations. They are in collusion with the timing, everyone playing stupid like that.